I'm Sue Manns and I'm President of the RTPI for 2020. I was asked to say why I enjoy Women in Planning events so much, and funny enough, I came up with 3 words that also start with W, I and P. It is because they are worthwhile, they are inspiring, and they are professional. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mary MacIntyre and I'm a retired town planner. I've had about 40 years experience in paid employment in local government in Salford, in the private sector in Northern Ireland, and most of my career in the civil service in Northern Ireland, where I eventually ended up as chief planner. Not really sure what I did to deserve that, but it must have been something bad in a past life. I have been involved in a few of the events run by Women in Planning, and I suppose first of all I would like to say thank you to Women in Planning. It's made an old fogey like me feel that I still have some useful purpose, that having 40 years experience in a variety of sectors, that I've got something worthwhile to pass on to younger women in their professions. And I have to say I've always really enjoyed Women in Planning events. Personally, apart from making me feel useful, it has given me access to a whole new network of young, enthusiastic professional women across a variety of disciplines, whether it be mainstream planning, academia, housing, whatever. And obviously, having stepped out of full-time paid employment, that network, the normal network that I would have had, is much harder to keep up with. So thank you to Women in Planning for providing me with a whole new network of people that I wouldn't otherwise have met. Also, I would like to say that women in planning, when I became a planner, there were very few women. So there were a lot of issues. And I suppose naively my generation thought that we had dealt with all of the gender inequality, but of course recent events have shown us that that's far from the case. So there are still a lot of issues that Women in Planning share and that need to be addressed, and Women in Planning Network is a great way of bringing people together and sharing experience and making sure that nobody feels that they're on their own regardless of what the challenge is. The Women in Planning events, I've always found people have been very open, very generous, willing to share, and that makes for very productive sessions. But most of all, they're great crack. They're usually accompanied by either breakfast or a glass of wine or whatever takes your fancy, and very enjoyable. And at the same time, a great support network. So for somebody like me who's out of paid employment, and there might be others who maybe are on career breaks or will be on career breaks or maternity leave or whatever, or even if you're just in a very challenging job where it's difficult to get time out for yourself, then taking the time out to attend a Women in Planning event is time well spent and a lot to be gained. So I'm very grateful to Women in Planning, and I'm grateful to have been a woman in planning, and I thoroughly recommend the Women in Planning Network to all of you.